Evening, people. Evening. Let's just make sure is that working? Yep. Why have I got 15,000 different bloody sound intakes coming in on here? They're all at full volume, but none of them are doing anything. Evening. Yeah, I thought there might be a little bit of mayhem and chaos looking at the chat. Sorry, just before we get into what's actually happening tonight. DSE Broadcasting just popping in the YouTube chat there saying he's going to be missing the first race, and I think we might see one or two people who missed the first race because it looks like people haven't got the right car. It's one of these things you have to either win or get second hand. So yeah, some people have not been able to get the first car, but it is the first round tonight. Fingers crossed, it's all working. It's still a little bit jinky at the minute. We're live for round one of the Mini Martini League. Hopefully, so we've got a little bit of a change to the lineup. So we did have Interlagos set up for race one, but for round one, but we've actually changed that to Suzuka circuit. So we've got the short course for the first race with the little minis, and then we jump into the bigger track, the full GP circuit for the VGT. So it's the Mini Martini League. We've got three different minis tonight. The Mini 65, which seems to be the one that people can't get their hands on at the minute. The Mini Cooper 05 and the Mini Clubman VGT. So the Mini 65 is 165 brake horsepower. The Mini Cooper 05 is 286 brake horsepower. And then the Mini Clubman VGT is 388 brake horsepower. So that's the cars for tonight. Again, we're at Suzuka for round one. I'm looking at the wrong screen again because I've swapped them over and I've forgotten. So obviously no points to look at yet because it's round one. But t-shirts to look at if you want them, or stickers, hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com. Looks like Faithless Emo hasn't been able to get that car either. So into the lobby. Let me turn the lobby sound on so you can actually hear it. So we've got a little 10-minute qualifier, which I think they've just kicked off with. Oh no, it's still under practice at the minute. Or we might have gone into qualifying. Let me get myself on track anyway. So what have we got? We've got 8 drivers on track in these little 1965 minis. So you're not allowed any modifications. I think you're allowed little spoilers on the back, but no wide bodies, no engine changes or anything like that. But you can see the little tinies. Oh, here we go then. I think this is qualifying, just starting now. Should be 10-minute qualifier then. Race 1 in the 1965 Mini is going to be a 15-minute race. Race 2 in the Mini Cooper 05 is going to be a 15-minute race. That's going to be a reverse grid from race 1. And then the final race is going to be a 20-minute race, full reverse grid from second race results, and it's a rolling start for that one. Oh, it's a rolling start for race 2 as well. Okay, qualifying underway then. Nothing to look at as such yet. We'll have a look at liveries. Treviso always got the Wolves livery on his car. Let's get a little better look at that, shall we? Bam. Oh, gone too far. Mini Martini, Wolverhampton Wanderers FC. Nice dark blue Martini livery. Chalky. Genio full on anime. Great big Union Jack on the roof. All the logos on there. Aldo, great big Scottish flag on the rear. RCMB E2, he's gone a bit stealthy. Just the DSC and the 28. Almost Mr. Bean with Hatter. Dazzler in the glittery. Right, so let's just get on board with Treviso. We'll do a little lap. Not really a lot to look at on this short circuit. Again, you've almost seen most of it there. So we've got a bit of a start finish straight down here. There are your penalty zones should you get those wrong. Don't manage to get too quick in these little minis. Let's change that up a little bit. There we go. What are we at? 90 miles an hour. The power, the speed. Can you control it? Race 1, 10 minutes. All right. That's been changed then. Okay, race 1, 10 minutes. Race 2, 15 minutes. Race 3, 20 minutes. Okay, order slightly changed. So we've just been through turn 1. We're going through the S's now. Can be a little bit tricky. Not too bad at these speeds. I wouldn't have thought the little skinny tyres might catch them out once or twice though when they're up to full race pace, battling it out with other drivers. So it's just a left, right, left, right, left, right. Slightly different cambers running through some of these corners, and then into this final turn. All the way back onto that start finish straight, and then full power again. Tucking it right over to the wall, taking the shortest route along this circuit. It's currently Aldo with the top spot. Continues to be DMK Aldo. 103.846 then on the clock. Dazzler in second. Treviso in third. A little bit of time left to play with. We'll crawl it in fourth. He's got a 104.008. Hatter is on a 104.268. Oops, just sliding his car through there. Janio in sixth. 104.3 on the clock for him. Chalky in seventh. 104.3. And RCMBE2 in a 104.7. Aldo then representing Scotland. He's not that far ahead. 0.018. Oh, he's just found a little bit more time through there. 0.036 now, quicker than anybody else. Minutes into 10-minute qualifier then. Dazzler still hanging on to second. Treviso in third. Hatter fourth. He's got a little bit quicker, 103.9 for him. Trawler in fifth. Janio in sixth still. Chalky seventh. CMBE2 almost being pushed around the circuit by Hatter at the minute. Top spot, a little bit quicker, 103.828 then for him. Somebody's already taken out one or two of the cones through there. Treviso jumps back into second position, 103.846, so close. Dazzler pushed down to third, then Hatter fourth. He has managed to get his way past RCMBE2. He was right behind him all the way through those S's on that previous lap, and now it's RCMBE2's turn to pile the pressure back on him. 6 minutes into qualifying then. I do love the sim racing community. Just seeing all the little logos that I recognise. We Are Driven, obviously my own logo, DSC. Oh, no, Janio finds himself off circuit, picks up a penalty. That's going to be this lap. Oh, and the next one thrown in the bin. Where's the penalty zone here? Oh, here. Oh, Swines loses his penalty. You can see the car dip down when the brakes come on. He's got his hazards on just to let anybody else coming through know he's running a little bit slow. Ooh, a little bit of glitching going on from Janio there. Chalky now pushed to the back of the pack. 104.1 on the clock for him. Hatter then goes pole position. 103.7 he's got. 0.122 quicker than Aldo. Can he regain that time? Just under 3 minutes left of qualifying. Good little angle of the cars coming through there. Treviso pushed down to third again. Oh, wheel on the grass through there, manages to hang on to it. J20. How you doing? Evening, dude. Crawler now with a little penalty to lose. See MBE2. Dazzler's regained, or sorry, not regained. He's just come through and smashed pole. 103.705. I'll say smashed it. He's 1,000th of a second quicker than Hatter. So all three races tonight, they can only use the soft tyre. I think that's just because it's first run out of this lobby. Let's just keep it nice and simple. Hatter, I think, just allowing RC MBE2 to sneak through there, giving him a free track. Just having a look at the rest of the settings. What else have we got? Yeah, not a lot really. Just no modifications, no engine swaps. Just over a minute left of qualifying. Dazzler just literally fingernails clinging on to pole position at the minute. Crawler pulled over to the pit wall. Looks like he might just be happy with where he is in 6th. Yeah, pulled over. Going for another lap then at the minute. Dazzler then. He's got 30 seconds left to cling on. They will get across the line to see another lap. Some of these drivers will anyway. I think most of them actually, looking at where they are on circuit. He's pressing, he's all over the back of Hatter, getting a bit of a tow through there. That might benefit him, might just allow him to hang on to it. Slightly tighter line on the exit. Oh, he's gone even quicker though. That might just be enough to hang on to pole. Mr. Tyre Slayer, evening. What? See, this is the thing. You need to just stick to one damn name, you lot. Stop messing about. So there is that final lap being thrown up on the screen. It is this man currently on pole position. Oof. Gives RC MBE2 a bit of a shove through there. Come out to my way, you. Hatter also gives him a wallop. It's not the race yet, boys. It's not the race yet. Treviso staying in third. He didn't nip himself up to second, but fortunately Dazzler came through and said nope. Treviso crosses the line, then stays in third. Where are these two? Ooh, Hatter nearly went a bit deep. Dazzler gone any quicker? Not this time. Hatter's not able to go quicker, so he's going to stay in second. Who else have we got out on track? Treviso's in third. Chalky's crossed the line. He takes fourth. Aldo comes home in fifth. Janio sixth. RC MBE2 in the seventh. And Old Crawler, who didn't see that final lap. There he is with the Italian job sticker on his rear window, sitting in eighth. Yeah, it's a short course, Faithless. It is a short course. Just a minute long, really. Not a lot of margin for error, that's for certain. So you will see Faithless, who's in the stream chat. You'll see him racing. Are you going to be in race 2? You're just missing out race 1, is that right? Oh, he's wide-bodied it. Oh, he's got the Mini, but he's wide-bodied it. Does that make it quicker? Does that give it better grip? Because obviously the wheels are sticking out further, that sort of thing. I don't know. I didn't know if you could turn all that stuff off. Cat. Evening. Treviso. That was a close one. That was a close one. But it is Dazzler. That top spot. Why have we done 5 laps now after the lights have gone down? Oh, there we go. It was listening. It was just waiting for me to comment. There he is then, Dazzler on that top spot, 103.683 on the clock. That sticks him on that front row next to Hatterlad though. So he's got to get a good start, get around turn 1 into those S's and stay ahead. Again, a little bit of slipstream down that start-finish straight will catch them out maybe on lap 2-3 until they break up a little bit. So Dazzler on that top spot, then Hatter second, Treviso third, Chalky in fourth, Aldo fifth, Janio in sixth, RCMB2 seventh, Old Crawler in eighth. Here we go then, just about to get on. Oh, that's not what I meant to be doing. There it is then. Race 1 underway then. Everyone peeling over. Dazzler gets a good lead. Everyone peeling into a line then, trying to get that toe down towards turn 1. It's a procession at the minute until anybody can make any kind of headway. There's going to be mistakes, I think, that cost them. You can almost carry these things, apart from possibly the final turn. I think you can pretty much keep these things pinned almost all the way around this circuit. Correct me if I'm wrong. So all the way through there, absolutely pinned for Dazzler. Still absolutely pinned. I think it's just going to be the final turn. Here we go. Pinned, yeah, backs off, drops it into third. Full power again then. Hatter just 0.3 of a second back, is closing up. Have a little weave across, you can see all the other cars behind, weaving across to try and just keep in that slipstream. Hatter then gets a bit of a move down into turn 1, he is up the inside. Oh, they're still side by side. Who else is involved in this? Nobody. Still side by side heading up towards the S's. It is going to be Dazzler that holds on to that one. I think he's just got enough of an advantage. Oh, he does just slot himself back into first. Hatter having a good go. Just not able to keep the power on through that second corner. They're still all bunched up here. Let's chop this camera up a bit then. So Dazzler leads, Hatter second, Treviso third, Chalky fourth, Aldo and Janio having a bit of a punch up there for 5th and 6th. Aldo just hanging on to that. Janio's 6th then. RCMB2 a little way back, 1.4 seconds. He's got Old Crawler for company. There they go, weaving again all the way across the track. Is that legal? Treviso having a little look at Hatterlad down into turn 1. They're battling. and not quite close enough. Oh, he sweeps up the inside through the second part of turn 1 and gets the power down. Who's going to be in front? They're almost 3 wide running up here. Hatter's just hanging on to it. Treviso's now trying to run around the outside to the inside. Oh, it could all go horribly wrong at any minute. Let me get myself on board with Hatter and have a look at his perspective. Look at this, just swarming all over him, looking for a way past into this final corner. Dazzler already on the power, trying to gain the advantage. Treviso looking for a way past. Slipstream coming into play now then. Treviso's following him through. A little bit of bump drafting to try and get past. And into turn 1. Treviso just carries the speed through the second part of this turn. It's an absolute punch up here. I've got to change this camera again because it's not showing me what I want. Look at this battle for the top spots. 6 drivers really involved in this one. It's only 3 of them that can actually get involved at the minute. The track's not wide enough for the other 3, but they're right there. Oh, Dazzler, right on the edge. Nearly dipped a wheel on the sand. Look at this. Chalky comes firing in, looking for a way through. The speed through the S's on the way onto that final corner. They're still right there, all bolted together. Just Old Crawler and RC MB2 just off the pace a little bit behind this pile. Hatter then squeezes into top spot. Dazzler right behind him. Treviso chasing him down. Looking to run around the outside. Look at this. Dazzler cuts across the front of Treviso. Treviso has to get the anchors on coming through the second part. Scoops his way past into second. Just left that door open a little bit there, Dazzler. So top 3 starting to make a little bit of a gap. Not that that make any difference. We just saw Chalky come firing his way in there earlier. Sorry if I'm not looking at the YouTube chat because I'm trying to keep me on this chaos. Aldo and Gianio pushing Chalky round here as well. It's almost a play for play of what's going on up front. They all still go for a weave across. Aldo closes right up. He's not going for the move. He's going to shove Chalky down the track a little bit. There you go. Hazards on. Cheers, dude. Let's close up on those top 3. Hatter still leads, hugging that inside line, doesn't want to let anybody past. Treviso, whoa, Dazzler got a swap on through there, he's managed to hold on to it. Treviso's gone up the inside of Hatter, still side by side on the run up into the S's. It's still going to be Hatter that holds on to it. These boys are going to be hot and sweaty after this for sure. Again, you know, they might only be doing 75 miles an hour, which is nothing in terms of GT speeds and, you know, what you can get up to, but just the close racing, the fact that at any minute you could have yourself or other drivers spinning off track in front of you. And Treviso then again closes up on Hatter. Hugging that inside line, now trying to push him out wide, give himself a better advantage into turn 1. Treviso's carrying good speed down here though, don't think he's going to get in front. Oof, a little wobble on there from Hatter. They're bumping and barging now. It's Treviso that's got the advantage into the S's, but Hatter's still right there with him. There's Dazzler still. God, he's still up the side of him. Oh no, he's not. He's now behind him. Now switches up the other side, just coming up towards this final corner. Dazzler though. Thank you, Hatter. If you're leaving the door open, I'll come through and have that. Now he's bolted himself right onto the back of Treviso. Oof, Hatter lad goes off track a little bit. Now what can Dazzler do? Now he's got himself into second. A little bit of a gap then between Dazzler and Hatter. Is that enough? Have they broken the toe? Again, side by side through turn one. Great bit of fighting going on between these drivers in the minis then in race one of this new league. Hatter trying to close his way back up. So Treviso leads then, Dazzler second. Hatter's still got slipstream. It's about 0.9 of a second, I think. So we'll drag those other two drivers along with him. Chalky and Aldo will get involved in this fight. Genio still, he's almost out of the slipstream range. He's might be able to make that up into turn one, because they'll be all concertinaed up together by the time they come into turn one. Look, we're already looking to go 3 wide up front. Look at wrong place. I don't even know. Sorry, chat. I'm not even looking at the chat. How can you look at the chat with this? Look at this. Chalky then. I told you, don't discount Chalky. He's dropped himself into third, then got himself past Hatter. I did say he was coming through a bit quick at the last couple of corners. 4-way battle now for first. Again, Aldo and Genio back in the slipstream range now. 6-way fight for first. It's only a 10-minute race, so this will become final lap then. 15 seconds left on the race clock. It's currently Dazzler that leads. Treviso then has a little look up the inside. Chalky's pushing him through. Hatter's pushing him through. It is still Treviso that leads. He's kicking off behind as well. So Chalky and Hatter having a battle on this final lap. What have we got going on behind them? Dazzler, Genio and Aldo all fighting as well. It's looking good for Treviso though. He's far enough in front, I think, that he's going to hold on to the lead through the final corner. The start-finish line is only just round the edge of this end of this corner. Hugs the inside line. Chalky not able to get through, so it is Treviso that takes the win. Hatter takes second, Chalky third, Dazzler takes fourth, Genio fifth, Aldo sixth, Old Crawler seventh, and RCMBE 2 in eighth. Damn, the minis always, look at the chat, it's exploded. Yeah, the minis, absolutely, every time I do minis, it's like this. It's bumper to bumper. I love it, especially the old ones, because there's nothing in it. They're 75 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, whatever it is, the top speed. They're so loose and slippy that there's no advantage. You've got to be an absolute magician to make the things disappear down the track away from everybody else. So yeah, I do love the 1965 minis. It's just, there's something different. Yeah, you only need a brake for... Did they actually press the brake for turn one? Yeah, they do, slightly. Around the second part of turn one. They can carry a lot of speed through the first part of turn one, but have to hang the anchors on for part two of turn one. Was that turn two, or is that still part of turn one? It's always part of turn one for me. And then, yeah, that final corner, a little bit more braking around that last one. But yeah, great little track. Let's have 2 more rounds of that. Forget the forget the 05 Mini Coopers and the VGT. Let's go out and buy this. Go on, Let's have 17 lobbies of this. Ah, love it. Unfortunately, we're not going to have that. So, Faithless Emo should be in the room racing for race 2. So we move now to the different circuit. Well, I say a different circuit. It's the same circuit, still Suzuka, but we open it up. Instead of going around that final corner, we carry on turning left down towards Degner's. Is it Degner's? And down towards Spoon. Am I at the right circuit? Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see how they get on. Everyone swapping cars then into the current Mini. Why is my phone buzzing? Don't give me no grief. Yeah, you lot are going to have to go out and buy another Mini. Chop chop. So does that mean we're going to see Dominator? Who else were we missing from race 1? Dominator should be in the race. It's Hoggy's back in the room in his car. Faithless Emo as well. It's Hoggy or Crawler Dominator, yeah. So we should be seeing 11 drivers on track. And if you want to go and hear some chaos and mayhem, Faithless Emo is probably streaming his race live on his channel, Faithless Emo Racing on YouTube. So if you want to see it from his perspective, from pretty much, I don't know how you race, his bumper, cockpit. You race from, you know, the driver's seat. So reverse grid. Oh, we're still at the short course, are we, for the new ones? But there he is, Faithless Emo. No FER Racing on the bonnet. Chalky, so holding penalty. There's Treviso again in the Wolverhampton Wanderers livery. Every single car. Hey, bunny hop. Thank you, Treviso. That'll end up on some GT roundup, weekly roundup, probably somewhere. Let's get a better look at these liveries. Again, it's not just the racing, you know, the guys do. Oh my god. All sorts of glitching. What? Why is everything glitching like an exploding glitch? What's going on? Right, let's start again. Look, even Faithless is glitching. So, Faithless livery. We've got DMK Chalky's livery. What is going on? This lobby is almost exploding. Look. I don't know what's going on. That was sleep at the wheel, I think. Something's not working. Something's not working, I'm sure of it. Look. Faithless Emo is embedded in a wall. Oh, well there you go. There you go. Knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't right. Boom. Lobby explosion. Yeah, it was far too glitchy. That was far too glitchy to stay open. That was. You know, it's not DMK Dominator's fault. That's just PlayStation have decided to explode for the evening. Maybe. Let's have a look. Room not found. Who have we got that I can just nip into? McCann chance practice. Seems to let me into that. Oh, just give them a sorry. Just testing. Right, let's go and see if DMK Dominators managed to get the room back open. There he is. No, room not found. What's going on? Faithless is getting the same error. Okay. DSC Broadcasting. He's coming. What does that mean? He's got his Superman cape on. He's flying across the sky to save GT lobbies. Please tell me you've got a theme tune like Superman. All right, we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. I'll give it some of that. And then we'll give it some of that. Look, it tells me full lobby strength. I don't believe that for a second. Oh. Hey. Ah. Oh. You're showing us in the lobby, but you're not. That's yeah, I'm not in the lobby. I can see you lot. Chalky and Faithless and Dominator, Janio, it's Hoggy, Dazzler, or Crawler, RCMB2. But yeah. All right. DSC Broadcasting is open. What? Success. Random. Absolutely random. Who knows? So we'll just wait for everyone to rejoin. Now they should be able to see the lobby. Hopefully it's stronger than it was. Oh, I can still hear some screeching and scrutching. That doesn't bode well. We'll see. Still a couple of drivers then. What do we have? 11 before? No, it's a Hoggy at the minute. It's cursed, DSC broadcasting. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Something doesn't like these triple minis. I'm sure. I've never covered the VGTs. I've covered the 05 Mini, and I've covered the old ones like the 1965s, but I've never covered the VGTs. It's possessed. It's got some, because you're using it. It doesn't like the lobbies. It's gonna explode them. It knows that in race 3 you're gonna put the VGTs on. What is this, third week, fourth week? I know, I know the first week a few drivers again couldn't actually get the car, the 1965. It's a second-hand car that you have to buy, and if it's not in the showrooms, you don't bloody get it. Simple as that. Trevor and It's Hoggy waiting. That's Treviso, he's in. Right, let's go and have a look how jinky it is, if at all. Meh. Looks alright at the minute. It's corners though, let's see, corners. That's not glitching. That's not glitching, by the way. That's Hatter testing the Driftertron. Lobby looks stronger then. Hopefully. We get all 11 drivers on and we can kick this one off. Yeah, fourth week. I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was third or fourth, but yeah, I think first week a lot of drivers couldn't get the cars or forgot about the race, so we only had like 6 drivers in. I think second week was it a bank holiday or something, or was that the third week? I can't remember. There's been all sorts of things that have just stopped this lobby from working. Oh, that's right. The lobby settings, not the lobby settings, but cars were running at different speeds, weren't they, in one of the attempts? So the 05 Minis then a little bit quicker, a bit heavier, so they struggle to go around some of these twisty turns quite so well. You can see they're having to back off the throttle a little bit, unlike the 65s. Into this final corner again. Do look a little bit loose on the back end. Right, and obviously because the lobby exploded and we've lost all information, hopefully somebody's had a screenshot or can go back and have a look at positions from race 1. Get race 2 grid sorted out. Janio and Hatter have gone for matching liveries. I don't even know what colour to call that. I don't even know what colour to call it. Oh, right. That's not what we want. Right, here we go then. Race 2. Looks like we've got it all sorted out. Yeah, order looks about right. It's going to be a rolling start for race 2. Hopefully that keeps everyone out of a little bit of trouble into the first few turns. Just gives them that little bit of breathing room in between each other. There goes the bong then, and off we go. RCMBE2. Again, everyone just peeling over, trying to pick up any kind of slipstream. Everybody on that soft tyre again for race 2 then. cars already sideways. I think old Trawler already off circuit. Yeah, I thought I saw a car disappearing off track. Just coming into these S's. Drivers pouring their way past him, unfortunately. Not able to carry the speed through there. Now it's Faithless Emo's job to try and get past him cleanly. Oh, Crawler's left him room, but he's trying to carry the speed through and spun himself off track. Dominator's now stuck behind him in 10th. Did we not get its Hoggy back? See MBE2 still leads, then Aldo into 2nd, Janio 3rd. Chalky 4th, but I don't know for how much longer. Dazzler right next to him, running down the start-finish straight. There is Janio as well, tucked him to his slipstream, heading down here. Dazzler on the inside. Oh no, he's not. No, he's not. I thought he was side by side with him. Look at this, throwing the rear ends of these minis into turn 1. Someone in the background just fired themselves off track. Old Trawler, unfortunately, he's not liking turn 1 in this second race. So, a bit of a battle behind has allowed RCMBE2 to make a little bit of a move. He's 1.6 seconds up the road. Janio being harassed by Aldo at the minute for that 2nd position. Chalky, oh, he's got the turns coming into this final one completely wrong while he goes defensive. That's put him completely on the wrong line coming into that final turn, and there's the result. Drops himself all the way down to 8th, getting himself back up to speed. Dominator might be able to get past him. Oof, who's that? Dazzler, there you go. Again, everybody slinging the rear end of these minis round, trying to get them around these corners. And if you don't get it right, there's the result. Chalky throws himself off track, then down to 7th position. Dominator now behind him. Sorry, Dazzler. It was Dazzler. Your liveries look too alike from a glance. Early on in the race as well. 15 minutes for race 2 here. RCMBE2 just cruising round at the minute. 2 seconds at lead currently, holding fastest lap at the minute. Janio still in 2nd, still being harassed by Aldo a little bit. Hatter into 4th. Treviso 5th. Faithless in 6th. Chalky 7th. Dominator in 8th. Wasn't able to close the gap up on him then. Trawler in 9th. Dazzler trying to gain anything back. 3 seconds, nearly 4 seconds off the back of old Trawler. 16 seconds off of race lead as well. There he is again, just cruising round here. Lost a little bit of time to Janio. Hatter's also managed to get his way up the field past Aldo. I think a little mistake from Aldo because Treviso's got past it as well. Hatter into 3rd, Treviso 4th. Oof. Again, the back end of these minis just letting go a little bit. Got to be ready for it. Faithless in 6th then, 2.1 down from that little fight in front. It'll be maybe wanting these boys to get involved with each other a little bit more, slow themselves down. Allow him to close the gap back up and use them for a bit of a slipstream. Dazzler then, Dominator's made a mistake. He's thrown himself from, where were you, 8th, 7th, 8th, down to 10th. Dazzler makes up a position. He's all over the back of old Trawler again here as well. Should be able to close up. He's making a little bit of time on him through the S's. As long as no mistakes through that final turn, he should get himself back involved. RCMBE2 then. That gap was coming down. It stretches back open to 2.1 seconds. Janio still in that 2nd position. It's Hatterlad. He's having to make all sorts of shapes to close the gaps. I'm going to have to get on board for some of this action at some point, especially this final turn and turn 1. See how controlled they are through these turns, not slinging the back end around through these, keeping it nice and controlled. And then the last corner and turn one, all hell breaks loose. Look, just sideways. Not too bad through that final corner this time. We'll see how sideways you actually get. Let's get on board with Treviso looking at Hatter through that fast bit. There he goes, the Drifter-tron. There's Hatter giving it some. Oh, Janio's run himself off track through turn one. He falls off at the back of RCMBE2, allows Hatter and Treviso. Faithless now into 5th position. Aldo's made another mistake. On board with the Wolverhampton Wanderers car then, chasing down Hatter. Nowhere to go through these S's. There is Janio now under threat for that 2nd position. Listen to the feathering of the throttle from Treviso, just making sure he keeps this car pointing in the right direction. Doesn't want to lose any traction. Close enough for a move on Treviso. We'll stick with this fight for a second. There they go, the Drifter-tron into turn one. Slamming it through the gears through there. There is Faithless up into that 5th position, just 1.5 seconds back actually, not too bad. Halfway through race 2 here then. Aldo drops down to 6th, Chalky 7th, Dazzler up into 8th. Mistake slowly unfolding itself. Old Crawler into 9th, and Dominator still trying to claw his way back onto him in 10th. This man, RCMBE2, 3 seconds lead. Nearly 8 minutes into this 2nd race, 15 minutes. Then we jump into race 3 in the VGTs. Making it look easy at the minute, RCMBE2. And the battle is still happening behind. Janio again runs himself off track. Treviso runs himself off track. Look at this, Hatter and Janio. Bumper to bumper, side by side through some of those corners. Hatter slightly tighter through there, but still nowhere to go. Get the run on Janio down this start-finish straight. Needs a good exit through here. Again, both drivers just feathering the throttle, risking it over to the outside of the circuit, pushing all the weight onto the left-hand side of the car. If you put your wheels on the grass, that's a trip to the wall. Janio then dragging his car down the pit wall. Hatterlad going for the move around the outside. It's going to be brave. He's done it. He's only gone and done it. Janio comes back at him. He's going to have to run around the outside if he wants this one. Get through the S's, nowhere to really go unless there's any kind of mistake. Got to wait for the start-finish straight. Treviso brings himself back into the fight. Faithless Emo still not quite out of this one. There is Aldo just in the background as well. All this battling is working in the favour of RCMBE2. Now 4.5 seconds lead. There he is, that little dot. Treviso all over the back of Janio. The O's having a battle for 3rd then. Oof, Janio. Oh, I turned it in a little bit too early. Up on the inside of turn 1. Lucky he didn't end up spinning around, but you can see how much time they've lost to Hatter. Hatter risking it as well. Everybody dipping wheels, trying to cut these lines, just make up as much time as possible. Genio still under threat from Treviso here for third position. Faithless slowly catching these two as well, 1.1 seconds behind. Plenty of time left in this race for that battle to evolve. Aldo a little bit out of it at the minute, 2.9 seconds back. He's now got a mirror full of chalky actually within tow range, heading down the start finish straight. Dazzler in 8th, Old Crawler 9th, Dominator still 10th. So, who? That sounded like cars going backwards, but it wasn't. So 11 minutes in, RC MBE2 just tootling. 4.8 seconds lead. Hatter broken away from the battle behind now. He's got second lead over Genio and Treviso. Look at this, bumper to bumper through that final corner. Oh, the inside for Treviso. Genio has to slot himself in behind, but he's right behind Treviso now. And Faithless Emo just 0.6 of a second back. Look, flash of the lights. Just let him know I'm here. Don't do anything daft. Again, the way they slide these cars into turn one, it amazes me that they're able to hang on to it. Faithless is properly involved in this battle for third now. CMBE2, 4 seconds lead. Hatter slowly pulling that time down. Whether it's enough in the last few minutes. Treviso in third then. Genio falls off the back a little bit, gets himself back on the rear end of him coming out of that final turn. Faithless Emo still half a second back. Again, is slowly closing up. Aldo 3.9 seconds back. Chalky pretty close to him though, 0.8 of a second, getting a little bit of a toe down that start finish straight, but running out of time to make any kind of move. Old Crawler in 8th. Dazzler's made another mistake, drops himself behind Old Crawler. Dominator still pushing in 10th. Not got a lot to say, RCMBE2. Just you know, just making it look easy. There is Hatter then at that final corner, trying to chase down that top spot. The dot a little bit bigger this time. 3.5 seconds behind now. Treviso broken away from Genio now as well. Gaps stay as they are pretty much as they head into turn. Woof, Faithless. I don't know whether that's the official line. I didn't think that was the official line. Pushing the limits then, Faithless. A minute left on the race timer. Aldo 6th, Chalky 7th, Crawler in 8th. Dazzler tucked onto the back end of him again. Might be able to get that position back before the end of this race. Dominator still 4.7 seconds off. Last lap then. Just be in the last couple of the S's when the final lap pops up. CMBE2 still got a fair amount of lead though, 3.8 seconds. Again, just keeps it nice and controlled through turn one. Unlike that pile of smoke that Treviso has decided to give us. Managed to hold on to the lead for the first lap or two. While Genio, Hatter, who else was involved? Treviso, Aldo were all having a little bit of a punch-up for second position. And that punch-up just gave him enough space, and I think they kind of forgot that he was up there. But there it is, final lap on the screen then. RCMBE2 crosses the line, takes the win in race 2, Hatterlad tried his hardest, but not able to do it. Second place for him. Treviso takes third. Janio takes fourth. Faithless Emo takes fifth. Aldo takes sixth. Chalky seventh. Crawler in eighth. Didn't manage to break away from Dazzler. Dazzler ninth then. Oh, Dominator just getting that last turn wrong, and he's going to take 10th. So that's race 2 done and dusted. Hopefully the lobby doesn't explode when we join the new track in the new car with the same settings. Fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed. Don't be moaning about sticky tyres, Faithless. You can't be moaning about sticky tyres. Everyone wants sticky tyres, don't they? There he is. Oh, I'm leaving that on screen for RCMBE2 to glory shot and do what he needs to and look at and go get the missus and kids and stuff. There it is. Official results then. RCMBE2 on top spot. Hatter second. Treviso third. Janio fourth. Faithless in fifth. Aldo sixth. Chalky seventh. Old Crawler in eighth. DMK Dazzler in ninth. And DMK Dominator in 10th. So we should. Is that right? We're going to be seeing. Are we seeing It's Hoggy? Is he coming in for race 3? I can only see 10 drivers in the lobby at the minute. Yeah, so I've not covered these new VGT minis. I can hear them. Are we? I thought we were going to the GP circuit for the new ones. What do you think of those people? Well, they're not bad off-road. What do we think of those people? I quite like the roof. I'll give the roof some props. Look at that, the little dinks and dents and the spoilers and the aero. Fair. Not sure why it's got fuel fillers on both sides. Unless that's extra exhausts there. Looks like it's got 6 exhausts or 4 fillers. I don't know. Oh. Room is being prepared. New track. Suzuka GP. There it is. There it is. So you can see the change in circuit. We peel off left, go through 2 right-handers down to a tricky little hairpin, a long sweeping left, long straight up towards the I don't know what that corner's called, 300R, but it's one that will spit you off, and then the final chicane. So it changes slightly. Well, it changes a lot from race 1. So it's another reverse grid race. Hopefully the lobby is strong enough that it doesn't explode, and it's going to be a rolling start again for race 2 here. But yeah, this is what we're in for race. Sorry, for race 3. This is what we're going to be in for race 3. I don't know how much time people have spent in them. I don't know how they handle. Could be terrible. Racing softs all around again. Again, you see, old Crawler, he spent the time to put that same livery on all 3 of his minis tonight. So go and have a look at that. So we've seen that same livery on all 3 cars tonight. So again, it's not just the racing, it's the time spent doing liveries. Again, Faithless, he's gone for the livery. Oh, that's every car he ever drives. It's got that yellow blue with the Tajiwa livery on it. There's his Faithless Emo sticker. God, come on PlayStation, sort that out. Look, that's because it goes near a bush or a lamppost or something. It pushes the camera in, it can't handle it. Oh, not that great through those faster corners. So here we go then, reverse grid rolling start for race 2. Yeah, they don't look bad. They don't look bad. Look quite slammed, don't they? They've still got to navigate that first turn at full tilt. So we wait for the beeps again. We do get race 3 underway. Get on through turn 1. Whoa! Crawler fires himself off straight away. Who else has gone off as well? Is that Aldo? Yes. Someone else at the back gone off. MBE2 fired himself off through turn 1 as well. Yeah, people just getting to grips with these after that little loose slidey mini we've just been in. So Dominator leads, then Dazzler second. Chalky in third. That might have been a strategic move by Dazzler to stay in second to last position for race 3. Chalky into third then. Faithless Emo fourth. Treviso fifth. Hatter in 6th. Aldo 7th. Janio in 8th. MBE2 in 9th. And Old Crawler in 10th. Back on track. Double stab there by DMK Dominator coming up to the hairpin, maybe getting the brakes a little bit hard. Back end trying to come round on him, maybe 1.7 seconds lead at the minute over Dazzler. Chalky under threat for third then. Faithless all over the back of him, coming into Spoon. Again, another tricky corner this one. Everybody looking for the toe again, coming up the hill. Faithless Emo tucked right under the rear wing of Chalky, pushing him up. He's going to scoop himself over to the left to try and get the move done before. It's going to be side by side. Oh, he's had to allow Chalky to hold on to that one, but Chalky's tried to carry the speed through. Well, he has done, but off circuit. Faithless has tried to leave the space. That's unfortunately allowed Treviso to just carry the speed through. Squeezes his way into third position, then Chalky fourth now. Faithless Emo 5th. Look at this. Treviso back under threat for that position. Chalky has a little look around the outside. Left the door open enough for Faithless Emo to come through. Hatterlad, goes for the switch on Chalky. Back up the inside. Into 5th for Hatter, 4th for Faithless. Closing up on Dazzler as well. Don't seem too bad, these little minis. Looks like they are slowly but surely dragging that gap down to Dazzler in front. These few drivers, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. There we go. To the rear end of him then, coming onto hairpin. Dazzler on the inside, all over the back of Dominator now. That gap's down to just under a second. Oh, battle for second. Damn it, cameras, hurry up. Dazzler hangs onto it. Hatter in third, Faithless fourth, Treviso fifth. Nobody will want to make a move. Oh, will they? Yes, they will. Hatter will make a move into Spoon, but he tags Dazzler, sends Dazzler off track. trying to come back, but Faithless, Emo and Treviso almost back past him. We want to use that different angle. Oh, well. We won't talk about that. Faithless Emo runs himself a little bit wide through there as well, almost side by side with Treviso coming through that corner. Chalky down to 5th, RCMBE 2 into 6th, then Janio 7th, Old Crawler in 8th, Aldo 9th, Dazzler 10th. Hatter leads. Turn 1 still catching drivers out. Dominator then loses the lead and ends up off circuit, has to just avoid RCMBE 2 coming back onto track there. So yeah, they got the run on, they had the run on Dominator coming down the straight. Hatter takes the lead then, Treviso in 2nd. I don't know how much longer for though. Faithless looking for any way past him at the minute. Down towards Degner 1, Degner 2. So fast running through there. Just managed to stay on the tarmac there. Faithless down in towards this hairpin. Backing off early is Faithless. Treviso's gone wide though. Both trying to get the power down. Oh, Faithless tries his hardest. Treviso is able to keep his foot planted. If Faithless had done the same thing, he'd have just ended up pushing Treviso off circuit. Just had to back off the power a little bit. But the battle on here for 2nd. Again, they've just got to be careful they don't let Hatter disappear. Chalky and RCMBE 2. In fact, RCMBE 2, where have you come from? You came from the back of the pack. Into 5th already and chasing down the few drivers in front. Dominator holding on to 6th after his off-track action. Janio 7th, Old Crawler in 8th, Aldo 9th. Dazzler still shoving his way around here. Back onto this long straight. He's all on his own now though, 12 seconds down. It's going to be a lonely race for him. Full 20-minute race here. Hatter has managed to get enough gap between himself and Treviso to break that toe. Oh, Chalky's now run himself off track. Oh no! Dominator's done the same thing. Chalky's done it. RCMBE 2's done it. Old Crawler and who's that that's just gone through? Is that Janio's managed to stay on track? Oh no, Dominator. No. Oh, he's been reset. He's been reset as well. All the way to the back. Even Dazzler's managed to get past him. What a shame for Dominator. Hatter then. So still leads, but he's had that gap dropped a little bit. It's down to 0.8 of a second. Treviso and Faithless have managed to find a little bit of time in their battle for 2nd. There is a little bit of a gap between them, so they're not actually side by side, bumper to bumper battling at the minute. Can just stop putting the laps down and try and close that gap down on Hatter. See MBE 2 into 4th then with Chalky deciding he's going to drive off track. Oh no, he's got a penalty as well. That's going to dent him. He's going to have Janio all over the back of him by the time he's lost that. So Aldo's having a bit of a lonely race. He's about 5 seconds back from Janio. He's 11.5 seconds ahead of Dazzler. So Dazzler up into 8th then. Dominator in 9th. Old Crawler in 10th. So 2 drivers at the back then have been off track. Faithless has made a mistake. 2.9 seconds off the back of Treviso. Hatter still leading, but that gap slowly but surely coming down. Treviso got a clear mirror now. He can just concentrate on chasing down Hatter. 3 seconds back to Faithless now. Can RCMBE2 close up on Faithless? 9 minutes in, so still 11 minutes left on race 3. That gap has come down. Treviso brings it down to 0.4 of a second. Opportunities to close the gaps. Getting a little bit of a toe down here. Closes the gap into the hairpin. Won't make the move this time. Keeps it at 0.4 on the exit of the hairpin. Hatter does he? Oh, no, I thought he was just pulling away a little bit. I think it was just the angle of the circuit making it look like his car was getting slightly further ahead. Treviso brings that time down a little bit then into Spoon. Both drivers getting a good exit through there. 0.3 of a second still between them. Hatter then trying to take the slightly shorter route up this hill. Treviso closes up, won't go for it into this turn, backs off, just gives himself a better line. Can he get the power down and make the move into the chicane? Hatter holds that inside line. Oh, contact between the two of them. Hatter trying to come back across the track to take the line. Treviso already has his car there, unfortunately. Look at the gap he's now got. Faithless Emo is into second. Hatter back on track, but 0.4 of a second now behind Faithless in third. And that also brings RCMBE2 right into the frame now. He's only 0.8 of a second back from Hatter. Oh, Hatter's gone wide. So has RCMBE2. Commentator's curse kicks in. And they both fall off the back of Faithless Emo. Field really splitting up here then. Completely different to race 1 in those 1965 minis, where it's pretty much 8 cars bumper to bumper for the majority of the race. Janio in 5th then. Chalky under a bit of threat from Aldo. Make the move. Is he going to make the move? Not into these. Not in towards the hairpin either, I don't think, for Aldo. Quite close enough. Dazzler still 12 seconds down in 8th. Crawler 14.1 seconds down in 9th. Dominator another 5 seconds down in 10th. Again, tricky circuit. Like I said before, I don't know how much practice people have had in these cars. Treviso, big gap up front then, 4 seconds over Faithless. It's going to be hard push to bring that time down. 7.5 minutes left. Hatter holding on to third then. RCMBE2's not managed to get past him. He's still 3.2 seconds behind Faithless after that off-track action. And he's picked up a penalty as well. Not RCMBE2, Hatter, there he is, half a second penalty. I think the penalty spot's in a different position. On the GP circuit, so I'm not sure where he's going to lose that. I could be completely wrong, it's probably in the same bloody place. And that's going to give RCMBE2, as long as he can hang on to the rear end of Hatter, it's going to give him a good opportunity to take that third position off him. You'll see that, and we're wanting to close that gap down. Same as Hatter, he'll have the bit between his teeth now, knows that he's got to try and get far ahead of RCMBE2 as possible to try and hold on to that one. They are slowly closing up on Faithless Emo though. Faithless has lost a quarter of a second to Treviso. Top four then, big gap back to fifth. Chalky, Janio and Aldo all pretty close. Janio carrying a penalty himself. Dazzler in 8th, 25 seconds behind Aldo now, so maybe another bit of off-track action for Dazzler as well. Crawler just 2.5 seconds behind him, and Dominator falls a little bit further back, 9.9 seconds back in 10th. Treviso just free at the minute, 5 seconds lead over Faithless. Still got a fair amount of time between himself and Hatter, 2.2, was 2.6, he's now 2.3 seconds. Hatter really pushing then at the end of this race. 5 minutes left. Can Hatter bring that time down, get himself back onto that second step of the podium for race 3? Again, RC MBE2 was trying his hardest, but 1.5 seconds behind Hatter now. Still the battle kicking off behind. Chalky's managed to make a little break in 5th, but Aldo and Janio just swap positions. Janio losing that penalty. He lost that penalty down, I think that is down the start finish straight, so that allowed Aldo to get through. Yeah, not keen on the penalty system in the new game. Preferred the old format, almost where you can lose it yourself, as long as you didn't compromise on the drivers by losing 5 seconds coming into a real tricky turn by slamming your brakes on early, that kind of stuff. We don't want that. But if you race with respectful drivers, which, you know, most lobbies you'll usually see, they will lose it fairly. The gap is definitely coming down. Look at this, a second he's managed to take out of the time between himself and Faithless. Gap still opening up in front of him as well, 5.8 seconds. Treviso doing an RC MBE2 now, just making it look easy. That gap's still coming down then between Faithless and Hatter, down to 1.1 seconds, less than that actually. What are they, 2 minutes on the laps? They're going to see another 2 laps. The speed at which Hatter's catching, I think Faithless is going to have his hands full to hang on to that. Oh, he's got a penalty, Hatter. Where have you just picked that up from? Cut that final turn a little bit tight, did you? So he's still pushing then, he's still going to try and get his way past Faithless. He has got to drop that penalty. So I'm not sure if the penalty zone is up the back straight after Spoon now. Not really been paying attention to those 2 yellow markers, to be honest. I'm bored with Faithless, looking back at Hatter, getting ever so slightly closer, corner after corner. 0.6 of a second between them as they head down towards the hairpin. Again, Hatter closes up a little bit through there. 0.5 of a second between them. Hatter's got the bit between his teeth. So I think we're coming down to Spoon. I think the penalty zone is after this corner. Yeah, there it is. It's just showing up on his thing, slowing down. That means in a second you'll see 2 yellow markers fly by when that bar fills up, and that's when Hatter will lose his penalty. You'll see him suddenly drop off. Bang. There he goes. managed to do pretty well out of that, to be honest. He's kept the gap out to a second. Usually you lose a little bit more than you do what the actual penalty says. So 19 minutes on the race clock. Treviso crosses the line to start his final lap. 6.7 seconds up the road from Faithless. Faithless has got another 2 minutes to try and fend off a Hatter lad who's been chasing him down rapidly over the last few. He'll be pushing now on this final lap, as long as he doesn't pick up a penalty again. RCMBE2 looking comfortably in 4th position. It'll only be a mistake in front that allows him to catch the 2 in front, or the 3 in front. Janio in 5th. Oh, just dip a wheel on the grass there. Chalky's pretty close behind him. Might be able to make the move actually down the back straight if he can get a good run on him. All over the back of him, going through the S's though at the minute. Nowhere to go for him through there. Aldo's all on his own at the minute, as is Dazzler, as is Old Crawler, and Dominator already crosses the line, so he takes 10th position. Coming out of the hairpin then down towards Spoon. No penalty this time for Hatter. It's going to be a race to the line for these two, I think. No, it's not. No, it's not. Faithless has carried far too much speed into Spoon. Throws himself off circuit, gets himself back on though, right behind Hatter. Can he use the toe running up the hill? Quarter of a second in it between them. He's going to go for a run down into the hairpin. He's not going to get it through this one. Got it wrong through there as well. So Treviso through Casino Chicane. He's round that final corner and he is going to come home to take the win in race 3. Hatterlad into 2nd, then hangs on to that one. Faithless Emo now picks himself half a second penalty, but he should stay in 3rd. RCMBE2 takes 4th. Janio takes 5th. Oh, Willie. Yes, through the chicanes cleanly. Chalky's not able to get the power down early enough to make the move before the line, so Janio takes 5th, Chalky takes 6th, Dazzler takes, Aldo takes 7th, Dazzler takes 8th, or he will. And a great big pile of handbrake as he crosses the line. Look at those snazzy headlights flashing up. Just wait for Old Crawler to come around those last couple of turns. He's going to take 9th, and we've already seen Dominator take 10th. There it is. We just about managed to get through a whole lobby. Yes, some people did get yeeted. But, you know, that's for other people to look at and other people to sort out, not for me. So there it is, Treviso taking the win in race 3. And yeah, we just managed to get through that. We had everyone in the right car, everyone going the same speed. Okay, the lobby did explode halfway through and we had to go for a full reset. But I deem this as a good one. But I really like those 1965 minis. I really like those. They're so just absolutely neck and neck, sideways, death-defying. And because they're so small, as you can see, you can get about 3 or 4 wide round here at some points. That's what we want. Door-to-door racing like that. Again, clean racing. A couple of little incidents, but again, not for me to judge on. That's for other people to to look at and dish out penalties if they're deserved, or have words if they're deserved. All depends how bad it is. But yes, that's it for round 1. I say that in commas because this is the 4th week we've tried. But yes, we managed to get through it. 3 cars, 3 different races, lobby explosion, everyone driving the same speed, and no wide bodies, and yay, we did it. Well done, Dominator. Well done. DSC Broadcasting, hats off to you, my friend. It worked. Apart from the lobby explosion, but that's what it is. So, what have we got coming up then? What are we now? Monday night. So, Friday night, we are back 9 o'clock for the final round of the GTTCC. It's been a good season as well, covering the Fusion lobby. Back on Sunday night for round 5 of the Renault Megane Trophy League with the P1 boys, and then back for round 2 of this if lobbies don't explode. Even if they do explode, we'll try and get ourselves back on. So Friday night at 9 o'clock, Sunday night 9 o'clock, Monday night at 8:30. They are times. And what's going on? Yeah, there was some real good racing. Race 1 was epic. That's about the only way to describe it. Like I say, those 1965 minis, they're something different. It's like go-karting, but quicker. So yes, that's it from me. Already booted out the lobby. All right, I'll go then. All right, if I'm taking my time. That's it from me, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.